everybody, happy Saturday. Yay, my favorite day of the week. I'm just doing a very brief video today to add to my Use Your Scraps series, which I'll put the link below. I finished a number of projects and now I have a whole bunch of these skinny scraps and I want to make something out of these. If you follow me, then you know, sorry, I've been inking too. If you follow me, then you know that I'm a very organized crafter. It's just for me, I need my studio to be neat, surfaces clean, areas organized so I know where everything is. And I know what I have too. So um, that's just me. But one of the things that I do is after every project, I organize my scraps. I don't just throw them into a bin or into a something a baggie or whatever and just let them collect and collect and collect because I will forget what I have there and they'll just never get used and I will feel overwhelmed and just throw them away or something. So I've already again, if you've watched me, this is going to be kind of redundant, but in case you're new here, I'll just say really quickly that after I finish a project, I take all of the papers and I figure out what they can be used for. So if they're large enough, if it's a large enough of a scrap, like a 4 by 6, I will sit and cut and make tags and put those in a pile, and then they go into my tag cigar box that I keep all my tags in. Um, the really super little skinny ones, I will go through. I still need to go through these and find anything that looks like this that is already a usable piece or things that I may want to fussy cut. I'll put in another pile. I probably want to fussy cut out a couple of these butterflies. So I'll go through and even sort these scraps. I think, no, I thought maybe they were already in order, but like there's already a whole bunch of pieces that are ready to be used. So I'll go through and do that. I won't bore you with that, but just to give you an example, I've done this before on camera before. So then you have these little skinny scraps. What do you do with them? Again, there's lots of ideas in my Use Your Scraps series on how to use these skinny scraps. Here's just another idea of something that I felt like doing today. These are all usable. Goodness. That's great. Now, I don't obsess too badly. I don't save little teeny scraps. Those get thrown in the trash. But anything that is at least like an inch to an inch and a half wide, I will keep it and save it and use it later. And sometimes they go in my bin of belly bands, which I've shown you before. I think in one of the last videos, I have a bin of belly bands here. Anything that I don't use today will probably go in there. So all I'm making today is I'm decorating some little cellophane envelopes. This is going to be a quick video. I'm not going to show you step by step how to do it. I'm not going to sit here and make 10 of these in front of you. I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas, and then you're crafty enough to be able to do this without watching me do it. I'll just do one. This is I made a bunch of vellum envelopes using my envelope punch board. And then I'm taking my strips, these, and tearing them at the top and the bottom, and then affixing them here, and then putting Tim Holtz stickers on. I have a bunch of these Tim Holtz stickers that I never use. I kind of want to use them up so they're not sitting around in my room. They've been here for too long. And then I am just putting a tag inside on craft paper with book page on it. I do like to sometimes kind of rip the paper, and it says the Scrapologist underneath. Piece of washi tape, just fold it over the top. Oh, and by the way, on this one I did cut off this part, but that can be folded back or cut off. And then on the back I just put another piece of washi tape. You don't have to have an envelope for this. You could just collage onto some of your 4x6 scraps if you want. This envelope is 3.5 by 5. I got this new ruler and I don't like it. It's so hard to see the measurements. Once you put it on something, it's just really hard to see. So I'm working on getting another ruler. Okay, so I'm going to be mass producing these. And one trick for that is find a template that you like. So the template for this is I've got a piece of scrap paper, and I think the one on camera I'm not going to do, but the others I think I am going to sew down the middle. Sew down the middle of my scrap. So I have a scrap here. Then I have a rectangle that's in portrait orientation, and then I have a rectangle that's in landscape orientation. Spit it out, Cindy. So I'm just going to keep doing this template for all of these envelopes because I like the way it looks, and I don't want to have to sit here and think about every single envelope, or I just won't get through this pile of scraps. So the first thing we're going to do is just, since Tim Holtz is vintage, I'm looking for kind of some vintage scraps here. And ones that are about the same size as my envelope. And I like this one. So I'm going to put that here. And I like to just tear the top and bottom. And I've mentioned this a gazillion times in my other videos, but if you want this edge, the white part of the paper to show, tear towards yourself. Because if you tear in the opposite direction, it's not going to get that. Because what I like to do is then ink that up, and it gives you more of a distressed edge. So that white is there, and then you take your vintage photo, and it gives a more distressed edge. So just do this quickly. Use my tape runner to put it on. Uh-oh. Not good. I almost knocked over my tea all over my desk. Let me move this. Today is cinnamon, apple, and rooibos. Yummy. Okay. So I'm just going to tape this on. And then following my pattern, I'm going to have a portrait and a landscape. So in the Tim Holtz stickers, we've got these bingo cards. That'll work. Put one of those on there. I do like to ink up the edges. Put the bingo card on there. Where's the edge? There we go. And then we need something in landscape. Which, here's a landscape one. So if you don't have stickers, of course, use your scraps for this too. And just collage, tear these up or cut them. There's a portrait one. And then I'm sure somewhere in here I have a landscape one. Somewhere. Yeah, maybe not, but I would maybe cut that down. So use your scraps for this if you don't want to, if you don't have stickers like I am trying to get rid of right now. There we go. And then I'll make my tags separately, and then I'm just going to put a piece of washi, if I can find the end. There it is. I think that's the end. My goodness. Well, there we go. Boy, the end is really stuck on there. Look at that. Sorry, I was off camera there. I had to get it a little closer to my bad eyes. Oh my goodness, this washi is driving me crazy. I think I finally got it. I gotta get all this off my finger. That was much more difficult than it needed to be for some reason. There, got a piece of washi on the back. Got that on the front. We'll make a cool tag to put inside. And you can sit and crank these out to your heart's delight. So that's just the quick tip for today. I'm just encouraging you to get organized in your rooms a little bit at a time if you're feeling overwhelmed. You could sit and make a bunch of envelopes and then get out your skinny scraps and do some collaging with them. It feels good to have an organized craft room. So that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you with another tip soon. Okay, bye.